Patrick Beachy. This is my first video ever, so like it's sort of, first video sort of thing, so excuse me if I do anything wrong. But anyways, let's get into it. Today we're going to be talking about tuberculosis. Now recently in Australia, in southern Australia, there has been an outbreak of tuberculosis, and sadly it has claimed 3 lives. So I wanted to discuss it because I actually know quite a bit about infectious diseases. So we're going to be discussing some curative options, potentially, why you should only ever take antibiotics if you're dying from it, and ways we can stay safe from it, and why I think we should shut land borders. Okay, let's start off at the beginning. Why I think we should shut land borders is because tuberculosis is a very dangerous disease. It attacks your lungs specifically, and it can cause swelling of the lungs leading to pneumonia. That is from my information, or that is my theory at least. So I believe that tuberculosis is deadly, and I think that if anybody ever gets infected with it, maybe some possible options like ibuprofen, because pneumonia, after all, is inflammation of the lungs. So some ibuprofen is an anti-inflammatory, which helps stop swelling from going down, and there's other stuff. And secondly, I think antibiotics are another good option if you actually need them, if you're dying. And I think that we need to shut down the land borders. Coming back to that, I think we need to shut down the land borders because this bacterial infection could grow immunity towards the antibiotics, and that's not good news because it could become antibiotic resistant, and then if another person catches it, then if they try and take antibiotics, they will then not work because the strain that they've suscepted is antibiotic resistant. So this is serious, Australian government. This is very serious, okay? Because they are then susceptible, or the antibiotics won't work, and that could kill them because the antibiotics aren't working against the tuberculosis. I do think there is something, because there was this thing I saw back on the news last year, and guys, coronavirus has been going around the world since 2019. There was this thing that I saw, and it's a drug, and you spray it up your nose, and it can prevent the coronavirus or whatever from mutating. So I believe that if we were to use this, I believe that if we some drug we could take or something, and it might stop it from mutating, and then we take our antibiotics on that, and it could stop it from mutating potentially. But that's only my theory. I'm not sure if scientists can figure their way around it. Just as a bonus, I wanted to let you know that this Nipah virus, I'm not sure about it, because it's apparently, if you look it up on TikTok, it's been going around in India a bit, and if that is so, I believe we need to shut land borders, because that apparently is easily, you can easily get it, and it has a 75% to 40 to 75% mortality rate. So if you can easily get this would be like a virus that could potentially end human race, because if it mutates, it could find other ways of getting into your body. I'm not sure if these people are just trying to be fearmongers, or yeah. So I think, just a suggestion for you scientists out there, if you ever watch this video, like epidemiologist, if we can get this tuberculosis in a lab, and somehow make some really weak strain for our body to have like a practice fight with of tuberculosis, if we can manage to weaken it somehow and then put it in bodies, it could potentially help fight or help train our body to fight the actual thing, tuberculosis, because we have memory cells in our body. Now, these memory cells, what they actually do is when you get something and you manage to recover from it, it will then go into the memory cell, and that's when you become immune to it. If you guys ever get tuberculosis, I would go to the doctor immediately, because the sooner it gets treated, the more chance you have of surviving. Video we will be discussing rabies. Rabies, the bad stuff. Just a quick preview. So rabies is a virus that will attack your immune system and your brain, and eventually it will end your life. See you in the next video. Bye.